These days, Google tends to favor websites that are responsive or mobile friendly. And especially with so many searches occurring on mobile devices, it is more important than ever to have a mobile friendly website. Not only is this going to help you rank higher in search engines, but it is also just better for your conversion overall. It is going to be better for your visitors, and they're more likely to stay on your website, more likely to make a purchase or follow through with the action that you want them to take. Google has a tool called the Mobile Friendly Test that lets you throw in your URL into their search box here, and they will analyze your website for you to let you know just how mobile friendly your website is. So if you're working with an existing website, you can go ahead and throw in the URL for the website and click Analyze, and Google's going to let you know whether or not you have a mobile friendly website. Then I would go ahead and throw in my demo URL here, and it will go ahead and analyze that as well. This is one of those things that's good to go ahead and test before you actually launch. That way, if your website needs to be tweaked at all, you can do that before all your clients' customers are looking at the new redesign. Although I have been working on the redesign, I have not yet worked on the mobile pages. Now, Google has shown me that this page is mobile friendly, and I know this is because I'm using a mobile friendly theme. However, I'm not in love with the way that this looks on the mobile device. But like I said, I need to go back in and go ahead and set up those pages, which I'll do here once I finalize the original website. But what I like to do is once I think I have the mobile version of the site complete, I can use a service like mobiletest.me. And what this will allow you to do is insert your URL into some of the most common mobile devices and see how your website actually appears, since it can be a little bit different depending on the device that you're using. So I could go ahead and insert my URL and click go, and it's going to actually pull up the demo of that. Now I can go back and I can click another one, and I can see how it's going to look on a larger device. So far it's going to need some work. But if you actually sign up for a paid version of a service like this, it will actually scan all of the devices for you, so it goes much faster and you can see them all in action. Now, another thing to consider is where the visitors are actually located. And there's a site called whatdoesmysitecost.com. And this is neat because this will show you just how much it will cost users to use your website in different areas of the world. However, if you are serving customers or your clients are from all over the world, then you want to take a look at where they are and how much your site is going to cost them to actually use. So I can throw in my URL and click test my site, and this will take just a minute to load, and then it will display the results and let me know for the different countries just how much it's going to cost each person. I'm going to go back to Google's mobile friendly test for a second. Another thing that you can also do is you can pull up your competition sheet that you've been working on, and you can copy the URLs of your competitors and you can throw them in too to get an idea of how many of them actually have a mobile friendly site and how good they actually look. So I can see this one does have a mobile friendly site. It is laid out okay. You can just go through your list and pop those in. This is just one more SEO factor that we can look at for our competition to see what they are doing and any advantage that we can gain on them. So let me go back here. This tells me the weight of my overall web page, and it's going to tell me what it costs around the world. So when I scroll down, I can see the countries that it's going to be most costly in, all the way down to the countries where it is going to be the cheapest. Now, the cost of internet usage is different in different parts of the country, so it's important that you know who your audience is. So, for instance, this is a local business. They don't serve a lot of these top countries here where it's saying it's very expensive, so that's not a huge concern. Likewise, down at the bottom, the website isn't going to cost visitors in these countries much money, but again, that's not a big concern since this particular business is located within the United States, and even then, they only are serving a very, very small area. So here it's showing what the cost would be, so that might be something that we need to take into account when looking at redesigning the website and how we can get it to be faster loading. But that's just a neat tool to give you an idea of your website and what your visitors may be experiencing. So before you launch a redesign, make sure that you do a mobile-friendly test. And if you will not be going through a redesign, you still want to make sure that you do the mobile-friendly test to make sure that it is appearing correctly in different mobile devices and that Google also sees your website as mobile-friendly as well.